Warrant has been issued for South Florida rapper Kodak Black. Officials say Bill Capri, better known as Kodak Black, violated the conditions of his pretrial release. This mugshot is from his initial arrest last year when troopers pulled him over for driving with an expired driver's license and tags and found drugs on him.
Available.
Just spread it to your keep your head low, man. Sit in next year, I'm gonna work with you, alright? Scoot that over.
In the wake of Kodak Black's latest run-in with the law, his team wasted no time turning controversy into opportunity, dropping 3 brand new tracks to stir buzz while headlines blazed with his name. The strategy was clear: capitalize on the spotlight, even if it came under troubled circumstances. According to records from the Broward County Clerk, a pivotal update emerged in Kodak's ongoing legal battle. A status hearing for his felony drug trafficking and possession case was scheduled for April 28th. During that session, things took a serious turn. A trial date was set, and whispers among prosecutors and court officials hinted that the rapper may be out of chances. This time, the leniency appears to have run dry. The court was also presented with body cam footage from the initial arrest, offering a revealing glimpse into the encounter. In the video, an officer can be heard trying to keep the interaction calm. "Hey, come here. I'm not going to arrest you. This is just for being here. You know your license isn't valid, but that's just a ticket." Despite the seemingly relaxed tone, the charges Kodak faced were anything but minor. Originally arrested months ago, Kodak had been out on bail ever since. But that breathing room is quickly disappearing. The trial is approaching fast, and the reality of a sentence now looms large. Interestingly, just before this legal storm reignited, Kodak made a rare emotional admission. He confessed he's never truly known real love. That vulnerability struck a chord with fans, adding a deeply human layer to a figure often seen through the lens of fame and controversy. Now, as the courts prepare to decide his fate, many are left wondering what's next. For the Florida rapper whose life continues to swing between success and struggle.
You right, never, bro. I never had a bit of love. I never experienced love before. I never experienced it. I never experienced it, bro. I never experienced it, bro. I never did, bro. I never did, bro. I never experienced love, bro. I never did, bro. I never had it. I never had it, bro. I never had it, bro.
What's especially troubling about Kodak Black's case is that he's been here before. He was arrested for nearly the same offense 2 years ago, making this a repeat. On February 28, 2023, after pleading not guilty to possession and firearm charges, Kodak admitted to using drank but denied any other substance use.
I was on the and I was asleep in front of my family house, bro. That's it. I was on that drink, sleep in front of my people's house, but that ain't illegal. And that ain't illegal. So all that shit is just the process that it had to be any other mud shot. The process that even though like bogus is plastered all over the internet, then on top of that, it's like, bro, like, I'm Haitian, and then it's just like my era, bro, like, nah, like, man, you better off.
What's even more unsettling about Kodak Black's situation is the glimpse into his private moments. Like a recent video where he's seen pacing around a room, repeatedly claiming to be Drake's favorite rapper. Maybe it's true, but the context paints a darker picture. He's clearly surrounded by people who aren't helping him, people so close they live with him, yet they'd rather record him in that state than step in. My Drake favorite rapper. Who? I'm his favorite rapper, Kodak says, slurring and stumbling through his words. He always say that. His people say that too. The moment is uncomfortable, not because of the claim, but because it shows how alone he is even when he's not. To understand how things spiraled, you have to rewind. Back in 2023, Kodak checked into rehab after being charged with trafficking and possession. That decision sidelined his music career. No new songs, no live streams, and for a while, no public presence at all. But during that time, something changed. Rehab seemed to bring out a better version of him. He started working out, writing again, and focusing on growth. When he returned, he dropped the track walk, which racked up over 33 million views and pushed him right back into the spotlight. But the fame that once fueled his comeback began to blur the progress he made. On a stream with Kai Cenat, fans saw Kodak sweating heavily, swatting at imaginary things, and blurting out nonsense. It was a painful watch. I thought his name was Mo. Hey. Oh, he mumbled, clearly unwell. Fans were heartbroken. The next day, Kodak went live on Instagram to defend himself, but his words were jumbled and defensive. Y'all be on that stupid type. I take one and y'all say I need help. They broke, they hurt, they got no motion, he ranted, lashing out at critics. The backlash was swift and heavy. Many who had rooted for his recovery now felt betrayed. And even months later, the judgment still hasn't faded. The situation reached a point where even Boone, a known figure close to Kodak, publicly reached out in an effort to help. The concern is no longer about a career, it's about survival.
So I thought Kodak was in Miami. I see he's in Atlanta. So I'm getting a flight down to Atlanta right now and do something. So anybody that's already down in Atlanta that knows him and knows anything about, I know I said rappers and all that, but right now I need y'all, man, to like really go and do something. Like we can't, I know y'all think I'm crashing out. Y'all, you see me talking, I'm expressing myself. And look, man, please don't, I know I said a lot, and just let me go down there.
Just a week after Bunk reached out in support, things took another turn for the worse. At a football game, a fan approached Kodak Black and told him how much they appreciated seeing him sober. Kodak didn't take it well. He later erupted on IG Live, aggressively shouting, "Sober for what? Look at all this money. For what?" Soon after, he appeared at a Baltimore Ravens game, clearly not himself. A tweet that went viral read, "NFL fans are worried for rapper Kodak Black as he appeared off while showing love to Lamar Jackson." In a video, he stumbles through answers. "Yak in the city. I live out here. Let them know." For many in the industry, this was the last straw. It became obvious Kodak was spiraling, and someone needed to intervene. That's when Wallow and Gilly stepped in with heartfelt advice. "Don't ever doubt yourself," Wallow told him. "You got them? Baby's counting on you. You gotta be here. I ain't here to yes-man you. I'm here because I care." They reminded him that beyond the fame and chaos, lives depend on his well-being. Kodak reportedly has 5 children and supports not just them, but his wider family. If anything happened, to him, the ripple effect would be devastating, but things hit rock bottom shortly after. In a bizarre live stream, Kodak was seen jumping on kitchen counters, incoherently rambling while making breakfast. That same day, he was invited to the White House, where he became the first rapper to go viral for acting erratically at such a high-profile event. "Imagine if everyone was smart, who's gonna take the trash out?" he muttered, visibly out of touch. The backlash was swift. On DJ Academic's podcast, Kodak finally addressed it. I'm sorry to everyone. I hurt to everyone who doesn't understand me. I'm sorry to my mom, to the girls I wronged, to the people I've disrespected." He even shared a moment of reflection when he noticed a supportive message from Kanye West. "Kanye's a real one," he said. "He stood by me." Yet now, with all of this caught on video and shared across social media, it's almost certain prosecutors will use it all in court. They'll argue Kodak can't be trusted in the free world. That jail may be the only way he'll learn. So the question remains, will locking Kodak up for years actually help him recover, or simply punish someone who's clearly in pain?